Welcome back for many of you who have seen some other classes. My name is James. I teach American English. I live in Brazil. If you have time and you can check out some of the other classes, please do that. And of course, always, if you have a question, good evening, guys. If you have a question, please just type in the message and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Thank you, Gustavo, for joining, Joaquin. Everyone that is here, I really thank you for participating in the class. And hopefully what I have to bring to you today will bring value to you practicing in English, ok? So, muito obrigado, bem-vindo. Eu espero que você entende tudo, porque você está craque no inglês. So let's get started, all right? Today we're going to be talking about have and have got. What's the difference, okay? There sometimes is a difference, and sometimes there's absolutely no difference at all. We say either one, it doesn't matter, okay? So hopefully I'll clear up any questions that you have, what situations you use them in, what situations you don't. And by the end of this class, if you do have any questions, again, just tell me in the box here. I'll answer the questions. And if you don't get a chance, that's okay. Also put it in the comments at the end of the live session. All right? So, have and have got. How are these similar? Well, in the present, we use these for possessions, things that you have. Oh, no, I don't have my hat. I don't have my hat. Or relationships or illnesses. So if you're sick or even if you have a headache, you can use it to say, I've got a headache. I've got contracting. I've got a headache. Or you could say, I have a headache. No difference. Good evening. Good evening, Rafael. Good evening, Marciana. I appreciate you all joining me. So when have means possess, okay, that you have the thing like glasses. I've got glasses. I have glasses. Same thing, okay? We don't use the gerund form or continuous form. So I can't, and this is very important, there are a lot of verbs that you can't use in the continuous form, and this is one of them, okay? So you can't say, I'm having a headache. You can't use that in the continuous form, whether it be in the present or the past, or the present perfect, or the present perfect continuous. You can't use it in the continuous form, the gerund. The gerund means the ing form of the verb plus ing, okay? Very good. Here's an example. I have a hat. I don't have a hat today. I have a hat, or I've got a hat. Same thing. I can't use it in the gerund form. I'm having a hat. It sounds very strange. You have to agree. If you've got the idea of English, you can see that's strange. Well, I'm having a headache is just as awkward or strange as well. We use have, okay, and you can use either form as a question. Okay, so we can use it in two different forms, either the do, the auxiliary verb. And just so you know, if you haven't checked out the other classes, there is one regarding the simple present, do and is and are, the to be verb. Check that out. I think it's class 1 or 2. But example, do you have a hat? There's my question. The auxiliary, the subject, the verb, and then the complement. What do you have? A hat. Or have you got a hat? Have you got a hat? So I teach American English, okay? I would use this as, just a second, it's trying to reconnect. One is at home, working, looking at the internet. Let's keep going, okay? So second, we have the past. When or how can the past be used? So we use had, okay, in the past. But when I say have you got, I'm not talking about the past. I'm talking about the present. I'm not using the verb get, which the past has got. I'm just saying that this is having, possessing. So you can't use the got. Here's an example, okay? Check it out. I had a hat. I had a hat. I don't anymore. I used to have a hat. I had a hat. So I can't say I got a hat. That would mean something different. I would understand something different. This is very important. So guys, I know we're having trouble with the internet. Please don't blame me on the internet and coronavirus. Please like the video if what I've taught you so far you've liked. We're going to continue it, and please remember to click the like button. It helps me. As many likes and comments as possible. Let's keep going. So as a question, that's a simple question using did, but it might be a negative statement. So it doesn't have to be a question, but if it is negative, I didn't have a hat. I didn't have a hat. I didn't have, and you can put all kinds of words in there. I'm just using hat so we stay on the same page. Okay. I didn't have a pen. Why didn't you do something? Oh, I didn't have a pen. Why didn't you write that down? Write this down. I didn't have a pen. Okay. So we would just use have. We're not going to say got in these situations. Okay. Not using got for questions or negative statements. Great. Next, going back to the present, all right? We use these for actions have. So now I'm talking about the difference between have and have got. So here you could see we're using them the same in the present tense. As long as it's not a question, then I have to use either form. I have to choose, okay, as a question. In the past, I do not use got, okay? And then back to the present, there are situations I'm only going to use have. So these are for actions. Hopefully you can see these. Use for actions, have. A good time. Okay, this could be in the past. I had a good time, but I can't say I've got a good time. It would be strange. I think you're catching on already. It would be I had a good time, or I could tell you, hey, have a good time, have fun. Okay, we're using these for all kinds of things, even breakfast. So I could say I have breakfast early in the morning. So I can't say I got breakfast early in the morning because the to get verb would mean that I acquired breakfast early in the morning. I can't say I've got breakfast early in the morning. Again, I would think that I somehow acquired, I received, I went and bought. That get can be very complicated in English. If you like to see a video on the different gets, all the different uses, the phrasal verbs that include them, please just tell me in the comments. Say, hey, James, great idea. Please send a video like that or do a video like that when it's not live. And I will be happy to do that for you guys, okay? Sorry. So The example is have breakfast. I had breakfast earlier today. This works for lunch. This works for dinner. This works for snack, but it's countable. I had a snack before class. Party. You have a party. Have a party. Party is countable. All right. So that's another beginner class kind of countables and uncountables. I assume that you guys know that, but if not, let me know and I'll make sure to address it in another class or in another video. So I had a party at my house. How about one that Brazilians love? Barbecue. Americans do too. I had a barbecue. There was, I'm going to, I could use the future, and I will put that at the end of the video, the future, will versus going to. I'm going to have a barbecue. So I want to use this have for all these kinds of actions, activities. That's what you got to think of. The activity, an accident. Oh, hopefully no one has an accident. So I had in the past an accident. Don't have an accident. This could be a car accident. This could be you dropped something. This doesn't have to be necessarily accident. And these are just some of the actions. This is an idea, an example for you to know how to use it. Then the last one is trouble. Do you know what trouble is? Trouble is a problem. So I could say I had some trouble, non-countable. Problem, countable. I had a problem. That's countable. But trouble, not countable. I had some trouble with my car today. I could ask. I could ask you any of these questions. This is very, very in-depth, I guess. But I could ask, are you, that's a present continuous, are you having trouble? So now I'm using the continuous form, but I'm asking, are you? If used at that moment, please take a look at last class. It was class 4, Aula 4 y 5, class 4 and 5, where I show you the difference between the past, the simple past, and the past continuous. Okay, so check that out. I may put it in the tabs at the end, but if you're confused with that, why I'm using the present continuous, are you having, then that will answer your question. Okay, so this is it in a nutshell, everything. And that's the difference between have and have got, where you have the similarities in the present for possessions, a headache, an illness, a relationship, a girlfriend. I have a wife. Okay, I have a girlfriend. No, I don't have a girlfriend. My wife's watching, so I do not have a girlfriend. And I have a possession. I have a car. I have a bicycle. I've got a bicycle. I've got a wife. I don't have the negative form. I don't have. Where's the negative form here? Have you got? Don't. Here. I don't have. I can't use got. I don't have a girlfriend. You see? Similarities and differences between have and have got. I have got. Make sure you contract. Please, if you want to sound more natural in English, contract. I'm, he's, I've, they've. Not so strong like me, but make sure you put them together so you don't seem aggressive, that you don't seem angry. It makes people seem relaxed. It's not evil, it's neutral. I will give you just a moment or two. Please type it in. I thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. Isabel, thank you for showing up. Gustavo, Fundação Almeida, thank you. Dora, everybody, I really appreciate your support. It means a lot to me. I'm just a little guy trying to get a nut. It's an expression. So again, there's a lot of you. Please hit the like button. I hope you liked it. Eu espero que você gostou. Eu espero que você entendeu tudo. Eu estou tentando falar só em inglês para vocês, que vocês vão aprender melhor, acostumar ouvindo, acostumar praticando e treinando seu inglês. E eu espero que você vai assistir ao próximo também. Thank you very much. Again, it doesn't look like any of you have any questions. So have a wonderful night. E não deixa de comentar, perguntar, deixa de curtir. Não deixa de curtir. E eu te vejo ao próximo, ok? Thank you very much and good night.